This is Talkin Live, and ain't it a great cloudy day? Okay, we're back on here to talk about whatever we can think about or what's going on. You know, people today say, well, you just talk about political stuff all the time, but that seems to be the thing that everybody talks about, and you can't turn it on that you see the same old thing. Trump done this, Biden done that, the judge done that. Well, we got a bunch of judges think there's the president. I don't get it. I thought he was in charge of our security. I thought he was in charge of our country. I thought he was elected president to do what he thought was best, which some things I don't think is the best. But I'll go along. Now, Elon Musk, now, they talk about Elon Musk being up there in Washington and trying to cut the money, and then it's okay for the judge to put a stop to everything when you want to get something done. You can't have anything done as long as people are interfering. You know, if you got a business, I mean, I had a great opportunity here, about 9 months ago, but I had some family interfering in my business, and that cost me that opportunity. And of course, tomorrow, from now on, tomorrow, next day, nobody will know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be like Donald Trump. You can't figure out my brain. But, you know, I think you're going to do a lot of good things for our country if he gets the chance. See, people don't understand Donald Trump ain't trying to hurt the country. He's trying to help the country because he don't want to go down in history as a person that wasn't a good president. See, that's the main thing that with Donald Trump's thoughts. I can stand there and look at him and talk to him face to face. I can tell him about what he thinks because I know how he thinks. I know what he thinks about. He thinks about, I want to be in power. I want to be the one that settled the wars. I want to be the one that brought the great financing to the country. I want to be the one that got rid of the deficit. I want to be the one that can feed the American people and take care of the American people. I want to be the one. I want to go down in history. I want to be famous. That's what he's done. Same thing with Elon Musk. Got all the money in the world. He wants to be famous. Making more and more and more. Never enough. You know about being in business? That's the problem with some people. They get into business, they start making money, and then they got this idea everything they do can make money. But I found out by investing your money in the wrong thing, you can lose your shirt. Now, I had a opportunity to produce a show. It was called, Broadway. I had the opportunity, and I put some money in, a lot of money in it, and we had booked shows in New York. It would have went, great. It was all African-American people they were dancing. It was a great show. I went to the premiere of it, and it was in Atlanta. It was a great show. I invested in that. You wouldn't believe it. It's too bad that the people that was in that cast can't come back and do that over. Shay Griffin and some other people that I know in the entertainment business was involved in that. But the September 11th happened, and it destroyed the shows. We couldn't go to New York, couldn't do the shows because everything was on the shutdown on account of September 11th. September 11th was a bad thing. And we don't want that to happen to us again as Americans. We want to be safe. We don't want riff-raff people here. We want Americans now. If a man works hard and, I heard the other day that this guy, he belonged to MS-13. They had a family, but they got him and deported him. Well, I mean, that's sad. But there's a lot of people that have families and take care of their family, but they are in the wrong business, or they're in the wrong place where they shouldn't be. And because he had a family, there's no excuse whatsoever that he shouldn't have been deported. Now, his family should be left alone. If they deported him, and his family needs help, it wouldn't hurt for the government helping them. That's the way I am. I can't be like everybody else. If I'm like everybody else, then why would you want to watch me? I'm one of a kind, you know. See them bags on my eyes? You ain't got bags like that, I bet you. You see all these colors I dress in, say I ain't racist either. But I want everybody to know who I am, what I stand for. I don't have nothing in the closet. I took them all out. I let everybody know who I am, what I am, and what I've been. Now, I got people lie on me, of course, just like anybody else. But, you know, when you lie on you, when they try to destroy you, that builds you up. Just sat back. You know, I told Alex Ball one time, I told him, I hate to bring him up. They was giving him a hard time. He was someplace, and they was calling him all kind of names because of what happened. And I told him, I said, just forget about it. Let it go. Because I just want to irritate you and cause you to maybe do something, say something, cause you so they can sue you, or, you know, just let it go. Be like a duck. Let the water run off your back. That's what we need to do in this country. Quit letting the water soak in. Be like a duck. Let it roll off your back. I got my competition told me one time, said, oh, there's a lot of people don't like you. Well, that way I don't have to worry about them bothering me. Ain't that great? And there's a man in a Bronx sales, what did he say? This little boy asked him, what you'd rather be, loved or feared? Well, I'd rather be feared. Because if I'm feared, nobody bothers me. If everybody says they love me, and they really ain't no love there, or aren't, whatever you want to use that. Ain't a hillbilly word. Aren't is the way of speaking. But anyway, and so, you know, I don't worry too much about other people. Stay out of my space. Don't get in my space. You get in my space, then I have to do something about it. But if you want to get in my space and do a show with me and respect me, I'll respect you. I won't get into politics with you. I won't start asking you who you like or who you don't like. Man, I don't like a lot of things the politicians do. I don't care if a Democrat or a Republican. I think, you might get mad, but George Bush, his son was, well, both of them. I didn't care too much for both of them because they wanted to be in the circle. They didn't want to get out of the circle and do things for other people. See, the Democratic Party, they're in the circle. They don't want nobody to get in that circle, mess that circle up. That's the way cities are, counties are. They got their own circle. They got their own way of doing things. And if somebody comes in and tries to change it, they get mad. Because they don't want that circle messed up. Because they have drawn that circle. And they're in that circle. And they don't want nobody interfering with what they're doing. That's what's wrong with this country. That's what's wrong with the whole world. They got their own little circle. And you know, when I used to go to Brazil, I had a business over in Brazil, Campinas. I had some partners over there, and they were in the circle. I mean, they were in a circle, and in that circle was a bunch of bad stuff. I got over there, and we got in disagreements, the company had built over there, they took it away. That's what happens to China. If you go to China, you're not a great big company. They'll take it away from you. They say you making money. I got a friend had a plastic business over there. They took it away from him. So, just you're out, buddy. Because it was making money and they wanted it. Now, Apple and all those big corporations like that, they don't come against something like that because the profit is too much for them. See, I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to PayPal. I try to do business with governments down in Puerto Rico. It's all crooked. I mean, AOC, you think you're so special and you know everything. I've been to your country. I've been over there. I drank over there with a lot of people where I know back in the day. Partied with them. My ex-wife's from there. And there's a lot of things I've done that you people don't even know about. I've been to the Pentagon, met the generals, the admirals, and all that about 20 years ago, or 30. Well, no, let's see. Max Cleland, the senator of Georgia, not state senator, United States senator, took me up there. He was Democrat. Now, all you people think I hate Democrats. I hate Democrats. I hate their agenda. But them as a person is a different thing. If you hate Donald Trump, that's your right. But that's a bad way to be. Now, we, as Americans, should realize no one president is going to please the whole country. So, if you think that, you're really messed up in the head. I'll be back in just a minute. We're going to do a commercial.
Stand out with our exclusive backpack, proudly showcasing the one-of-a-kind Lamar Fashions logo, blending style and distinction into every design. Available in white or black, our backpack is lightweight and comfortable for your optimal comfort and shoulder fit. The main pocket inside can store daily necessities and contains a protective sleeve to hold your laptop along with interior pockets for storing valuables. With its classic shape, this backpack is perfect for business travel, laptop soft case, or luggage bag for short trips, and will make a great gift for any age group. The two exterior side pockets can hold your water bottles or your mobile phone. Order yours today in black or white at surplusproductsforyou.com. That's surplusproductsforyou.com.
Recycling solar panels can contribute to a domestic supply of materials essential to the production of new solar panels, including glass, silicon, and valuable metals such as silver, copper, and aluminum. We are a one-stop company offering waste management services for all your solar equipment and solar panels disposal. We purchase solar equipment and recycling the products obtained from them. If your panels, batteries, or inverters are functional and refurbishable, you can expect a rebate at a competitive rate. Have more solar needs? We specialize in lithium-ion batteries, inverters, energy storage units, and more. These are just some of the many ways we can help. Contact us online by email or by phone for your free quote today with no obligation. Go ahead, call today.
Hello world, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notifications of our upcoming broadcasts. Explore our large archive of shows. Watch any episodes you need to see again. Find our YouTube channel online at youtube.com/@Talkin Live Show, or on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV home screen. Head to the YouTube app to watch without the need of any expensive cable TV service. Subscribe today. Get ready for some Talkin Live.
Talkin Live Classics TV has a new look. Now each day of the week has something new in store for you. Tune in Mondays to watch Briefing Room Monday War Dramas. Tuesday, you can still catch all the classic movies from years gone by, and brand new is our Western Wednesdays every week. Thursdays are classic vault TV shows all day long. Grab a spot on the couch and have a sci-fi movie and a pizza each Friday. Super Saturday cartoons for your kids. You will be reliving the morning TV you grew up with all day long. Each Sunday is our Southern Gospel Day of Worship. All of the worship music you know. And we now have Billy Graham each week at 10 in the morning and 7 in the evening. Watch online at talkinliveclassicstv.com or anytime on our Roku and Amazon Fire TV channels. You can still catch our Talkin Live Show with Lamar Bearden, new every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 in the evening.
All right, we're back again. And I just wanted to say this. I have a friend in Canada. I can't mention his name, but he's in the military. And he is going to talk to some people that he knows about doing a show with me from Canada virtually. And we're going to, I talked to him for about 30 minutes. We talked about, how Canada, the people in Canada felt about Donald Trump's proposal. And I told him, I said, y'all don't want to be involved with all of us and all our problems. And they said, no, we don't. He said, we're a small population. We have our own way of doing things. And I said, yeah, me and him's been doing business for, 20 years, 15 years or something. See, I have people in different countries but I can't get some of them to come on because they don't want to be seen from their country. They don't want nobody to see them. Like I did a show in Iran. I done a show with a guy and it got political, but he brought on the politics, not me. It wasn't me, and they got all bent out of shape, and it was really crappy. The way it went. And, of course, the interpreter was there, and we was doing all this. He speaks pretty good English. But, we want to get people out of the country. We want you to know that we are not putting our finger on just certain people, and we want on our show. We want people that are honest, though, and are able to talk about issues that's interesting, not, cussing every breath and going crazy, and with an IQ that realizes what people want to hear without using bad words and stuff like that. I don't want no kids sitting down. They probably hear it back home, maybe, too much. But we're here to let people have a voice in their country. Or, I've invited people from Russia that I can contact, that I've talked to, and they have decided that it was not safe for them to do to anything. I had a man from Pakistan done a show with us, and he's done, you can see it on our YouTube channel. We talked about what's going on off camera and stuff like that. And, and we had this guy from Israel that came on, a soldier from Israel. People said, oh, that's not him. But it is, because I've done business with him for 30 years. He still looks the same to me. But I'm not going to put his picture on my show and get him in trouble with the government, or get him in trouble with, maybe some people that would hurt him. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. Of course, somebody said I had a big mouth. Yeah, I do. I talk about a lot of stuff, but I put nobody in danger. And people that I talk to, I trust, but I found out I couldn't trust, and most of them my own family. To keep their mouths shut. See, people don't want you to get nowhere. And that's where a lot of people don't want you to get nowhere. if they can't be there themselves, or they think it's impossible for you to do it. But see, I've been there. I've done things. I've seen things. I mean, you know, like the mafia. I hear Michael talk about a lot of stuff in the mafia. I know about those things. I wasn't a part of it, but I done business with them. I made them money. They made me money, and it was all legal. You know, the mafia does do things legal. I mean, some of them do a lot of legal stuff. Castellano really wanted the mafia to go like a business. I mean, he had his own way of doing things, but he wanted it to be business. Look at Luciano, when he brought the commission together, he wanted to run like a corporation and have the votes and sit down and talk about it before they act. Now, you know, that's the way it was. But I'm not saying today do things that are illegal, but I'm saying they were organized. They was put together just like a corporation, and they run things like a corporation. They lost all their connections out in Vegas because of the stocks and bonds and all the things that was going on. I know a guy out there, he's president of Caesar's Palace, but I ain't talking about him. I ain't going to say nothing about who he is, because you might bother him. Anyway, the way I look at things, everything should be done in peace. You know, wars start because no negotiation. Families separate because of no honesty and openness to one another. There's divorces, and there's people that and families commit suicide, kill one another. No negotiation. They take one word. You can take two or one word and start a war in this world today. They don't negotiate. They don't bend. I mean, as far as the tariff's concerned, the way it should be, if we charge 10%, then the country that's shipping the stuff should be charged 10%. And that settles it all. Countries that are getting in their own situation, America should not have to bail them out. Because you like transgenders, you don't force them on little children. There's ways of negotiating everything that happens if you don't let it get too far. If you want a company like Elon Musk is doing now, he's getting involved with our government. They say he has no authority, but the judges have no authority to interfere with Donald Trump's deportation. They don't have no, they're not president. They didn't get elected to run the country. They got elected by the law to do the things of the law, by the law. Supreme Court is supposed to be by the law. Your community, your sheriff, your judges in your cities is supposed to be by law, not because of politics or you don't like them. This TV station should be watched because of information or entertainment, not because they don't like me. If they don't like me, don't watch me. But don't go behind my back and try to do something because I am in my circle and don't come in my circle and try to hurt me. I don't care who you are. Don't come to my circle and try to hurt me. That's the way I am. That's the way I've always been. I'm nice. I'm kind to everybody. I respect everybody. But I got to get respect. And everything I ever started in business never always went. I lost $350,000 in Brazil. Bad investment. In that Broadway play, I invested $40,000 in it, but it would have made a big smash if it hadn't been for September 11th. Everything you do in life is not going to be the way you want it. We want a lot of things in this life, but not to go. If you don't negotiate things in life, and you don't back somebody trying to do something, and if it goes bad, that's them. When I used to get drunk and get in jail, I didn't call nobody to get me out. I got myself out. And God knows I don't hide the fact that I've been in jail probably a lot of times. That's old days, though. That's in the past. It shouldn't matter now. What I am today, I am not what I was years ago. I don't try to hurt nobody. I don't do anything. You know, and I've learned one thing. If you win the lottery, people are not going to be happy for you today. They're going to turn around and try to find fault because they're jealous of you or think you're an idiot. That's where they act today. When you're doing something you think will fly, stay with it. Don't give it up until you see there's no way to make it work. Don't take food out of your family's mouth. Don't take from your money and spend it where it ain't going to do any good. But what you start, finish. I am nearly 77-year-old. I don't know when I'll die, but I know one thing. When I start, I finish. God bless all of you out there.
The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin Live Show presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the